Car update. This is a vlog about my car. If you don't care about me or my car, don't watch it. All right. Um, I took the headliner out yesterday, and I had this rack that goes. You look up the Transit Connect. The Transit Connect has this rack that goes over your head. I just threw that away. I found that without the headliner, it didn't really mount up properly, and the light fixture I totally tore out, and I hid the wires in the metal chassis. Here's why. These are pretty good magnets. I can magnet this to the ceiling, and then this will provide my electricity the same way the battery operated one did. My vehicle was actually, I was wrong. It was not a cargo. It was a personnel transport, and which is actually nice because personnel transports have higher lift. They have higher lift and more weight they can tow. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. So anyway, yeah, I'm missing the rack above my head, but what I can do instead is I can get magnet hooks. There's neodymium magnets that hold 300 pounds, and they aren't huge. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get magnet hooks, and then I'm going to create a cargo net on the top. So, yeah, that'll be a lot better. And it's also how do you put up the sunshade without a visor? Well, what you do is you put up the sunshade and then you hold it up with magnets. And one of the problems with putting the rack back in is it would have covered up all the magnetic surfaces around the front with plastic. And so it was I have these little metal discs that these come with. I was going to put those on there, but now I just tore the whole thing out and threw it away. Threw away the headliner, threw away trying to sell the chair. No one's bought it yet. I said or best offer. I go $150 or best offer. OBO, maybe I need to explain what OBO means. When you see OBO, it means they're willing. Just shoot them a price. What do you feel like paying? You can undercut the price by half. If no one else is biting, they'll say yes. So, yeah. Crispy. Pretty good. Yeah, no one's bought the chair in weeks. So, my big scooter. I kind of I would love to take it with me. It's just so big. It'd be cool to replace it with a little electric unicycle or something. Electric unicycle would not take up too much room. It'd be great to have an electric unicycle with a chair. That would be awesome. You could sit on it. Yeah, that'd be actually cool. Rolling around mono wheel. Why do you need both wheels? 2 wheels? Isn't that a luxury? You can do it with one. So yeah, I ripped my headliner out. It doesn't make it much hotter. This is the one problem that doing that causes. It will attract condensation and drip. I have found you can defeat that from happening by using a hand warmer. You get a USB hand warmer on a magnet, get 3 of them for that night, and you set them up, and they will absolutely keep the ceiling from developing condensation because they're too warm. You can also, they have this thing called heating coil. It's like rope that gets hot, but it's only for anti-freezing for pipes. It would be great if there was a light heating coil, for getting everything that runs off USB-C. I was sure I was going to reuse this roof rack on the top, but I'm just not. I tossed it. It was actually pretty space economical, but the problems is without the headliner, it didn't match up right, and it removed the magnetic front. I wouldn't have been able to hang magnets right over the where the windshield goes, and it probably wouldn't have done that much storage per liter or volume. It's like there so the driver can grab things up top while he's driving, which do I need to do that? Especially if my shit can dangle by magnets. Now the problem is there's this anti-condensation goo on it. That shit is impossible to remove. I took a big hammer and like a crowbar trying to remove this glue. That glue is solid. That glue is not moving. I may look up how to do it, how to take it off. Maybe there's a chemical compound that melts it. But yeah, that stuff is stuck on. And it's like big too. It's like a pasted area like that large. So that's all potential magnet room that's ruined. So I could just get like, really what I should use is I should use my smelter to smelt tin, because tin is magnetic, and then I should just make like magnetic flat pucks and glue them up there so I keep the anti whatever it is. Yeah. Maybe I can wet it and peel it off. This stuff is stuck. It's stuck good. But yeah. My little transit connect. It's cool. I have some cool stickers for it. Next I can do next I really like I'm really am glad I tore it out because it saved a lot of room. Not having that headliner, not having the lights, it's saving a ton of room. Not having the passenger seats, saving a ton of room. Yeah, my passenger seat always became like storage, so why not like, I don't know if I want like a wooden platform, like it's like put everything underneath and then I can open a wooden thing to reveal what's under it. I don't know if I want that or if I just want to stack it. I can't wait to get camping. Yeah. Pretty fun. The drives to move to a new campsite, the way to do it is to really stock up on food and just go till you find a place, like go an hour tops a day and then stop. I think gasoline evaporates from the tank. I noticed my gas level has gone down in the days. My gas tank is locked. Nobody can get in it but me. And my gas level has gone down noticeably. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot better than this. I haven't showered in like 3 weeks. I have a shower and it's just like, see, I'm telling you that feeling that you're like dirty and it hurts is from the soap. It's like maybe a soap addiction they do on purpose. Because it's like as soon as you get past that point where it's like uncomfortable, it will completely go away. And that's how your ancestors were. Your ancestors did not bathe. Your body when you eat it radiates outward and the outer layer falls off. Can that be dust? Is that okay? Does it have to be like, oh no, I have to scrub it? Showers were only invented recently and everyone's acting like, oh, I have to do it. I have to wear deodorant or else. And it's so weird. They're not like me. So, yup. I'm gonna be moving into that thing in a few months. It'll be hot when I leave. Hopefully I'll catch a rainy day. That's really what I'm going to leave, is I'm going to leave during a rainy day. So it's nice and cool. I would love to get a solar panel on the roof. Maybe I'll get a really, really good reflective paint, like a thermal insulating paint or something. You can't insulate the steel on the inside because you lose a magnetic surface. People haven't caught on to that. They're like, let's put wood inside. And I'm like, that's a horrible idea. You can't stick magnets to wood. Wood is heavy. Wood takes up room. Wood sucks. You could have a big old open. It would be better that you had a air conditioner powered by solar than it would be to have wood or a heater. Yeah, little stove. You can park your car on top of a campfire. You obviously don't do it when there's flames, but afterward with the embers, yeah, just drive your car right over the campfire. You'll be warm all night. Your engine won't freeze either. Yeah. I have my drone. I did like drone flying. You show up at a new place. I loved the fact that my drone took solar energy that I was off grid, and that, when I was driving to my new campsite, I lost a nice drone though. I had a drone that I overpaid for, and it crashed and broke, and it sucked. Yeah. How to get things at the best price. Honestly, it's luck. It's like you could pray for it. I sold my scooter to a guy for $100. He was the only person who wanted it, but he liked it a lot. He wrote me back afterward going, he loves the thing. It's really cool. And it was like probably $200 cheaper than he could have found it otherwise. So, yeah. Anyway, yup. I was gonna put that freaking roof rack shelf back in, but I didn't because that plastic is stupid and I didn't feel like doing all those screws. And I totally took the center console light out. I hid the wires behind the frame. So I'll just use a magnetic light like one of these. I'll just hang one of these up there and press on that when I want light, which is cool. I think that's actually really cool. The reason I'm like saying it over and over is I don't see people doing that. Hey, let's strip all the paneling out. I take the door paneling off too. My last one, I took all the door paneling off and I covered it with like weapons. Do you know how many inches door paneling is? Like 3 or 4. I think I need to wait till next week because I'm using the dumpster quite a bit. But I'm really dumpster good. I very rarely put like massive piles of stuff in there. Yeah. So I feel happy with the vehicle. I did a lot that's good with it today. Looking forward to next month. What is the 21st? Yep. March, April, and June. We're leaving the cold months. It's gonna start getting warm here. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hot from like definitely May to June. It's gonna be hot. So I'll spend pretty much like, I don't know. This is basically my plan. Is I'm gonna go up north to the big forest place, and I'm gonna just like stealth camp there for um, quite a while. You can change spots because it really does have to do with, did the same forestry person see you? And do they care? Hey, I'm a veteran. This is where I have to be. Don't have a home right now. Yeah. They usually look the other way, which I don't mind. See, the reason they respect veterans, even though we're not like World War II veterans, is because veterans had to do something really hard. They do longer hours than most people ever do. They get paid way less for it. The work is challenging. Very, very few. I don't care if you're working on an oil rig, you don't have to run 15 miles. You know what I mean? With a fucking pack. I did things that were so physically demanding, you don't even know. And it's like a different mode when you've just done hard physical activity for hours. You like can do it. Sometimes you just like, remember seeing The Rock steaming? The Rock was steaming and everyone was like, what's happening? Well, when you actually work out, yeah, steam jets off your body. So it's just pretty cool. Yeah, metals, sparks on metals. So if you have a sword fight at night, it's going to be freaking big sparks. Human steam. The Cersa lights a fireball. Is there a hell? Or is it really just like spicy like that? I think it's spicy like that. So yeah, I don't have any magnets in my car yet. I still want to take off like the seatbelt liner and maybe even take the door liner off maybe next month. But yeah, get the top coated with. I don't think I'm gonna do a rack. I used to do a rack outside, but I'm not anymore because that's just like it's aerodynamics. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a raised bed inside. It would probably be smart to have like a bunk bed inside, something higher to the ceiling, so I can have everything underneath me, and then maybe like raise it. Yeah, all you need is you just need the magnets are so cool. Like you get a magnet on a little lead, two of them, and you hook them up, and then you just think it's done. You want a curtain over your windows? Put it up with magnets, because then it's not a commitment. It's not stuck right there. Yeah, I love magnets. In human history, they knew some rocks were magnetic, but they weren't making their own until recently. Like, do you need to rush to Mars in a burning rocket? Or can you just take the fact we recently discovered magnets as good news? Like maybe something will come of that, like where ships just float, which allegedly the government has. That's what Donald Trump said. Is he said the government's flying a UFO, and it's like they said it so massively overpowers every other nation. It's like, why is China outproducing us in concrete? Because the USA doesn't give a shit about that. They're like, okay, why would we do that when we can fly around in a spaceship? Which is exactly a million times better. It is. I've said it too. The holographic money has temporary land ownership. You can own a plot of land for 100 to 1,000 years, depending on how long the auction is open for. Um, but you don't want more than that because you want to move into a spaceship. You want something that generates energy, that regrows and builds itself. And then you want like your spaceship should be able to, hey, I want to add a new capsule for this. Your spaceship should start doing it. You should live forever for free and your spaceship should expand. Yeah, obviously the AI should have like a backdoor thing, like I want my spaceship to totally encapsulate the earth. The spaceship should be like, no, that's ridiculous. You can have an earth model in your new room, you know. So that's kind of my dream, is to move people. It's kind of like this thing I'm looking for, like land ownership, solving that problem. Is you take a lot of the big dedicated structures out, which the dinosaurs may have done. It's totally possible that the dinosaur race, that it's like the dinosaurs evolved an intelligent species among them, like how all the other like how all the other animals are fucking idiots and only we have it together. Is the dinosaurs did the same thing. It's just that race ended up scrubbing the planet when they could leave. When they could live in much better, finer ships anywhere in space, they scrubbed the planet of any evidence they existed. If you've got a scanner, you could easily teleport all your artifacts into your flotilla and fly away with it. Which is also where the Warhammer Lizardmen went. The Warhammer Lizardmen went to space in another dimension. So, yeah. I've often thought, did we get circumcised really by humans who like girls, or did we get circumcised by the reptilians? And did we get circumcised because they got circumcised because they have a classist genital cutting thing? Who gets first dibs on breeding rights is actually a highly contested area. That is not something that people have or give away lightly. Um, yeah. But anyway, I'm pretty inspired by like neodymium magnets and steel, and I think I'm gonna top coat my vehicle with some cool stuff. Yeah, top coat it with something really reflective, and then put like a solar panel right down the middle, solar panel or two, and wire that inside to my main battery. That's gonna be awesome. I wish that shit was easy. There's so many, I have to study how to do that. There's so many boxes and other things. So, will I get Elon Musk's Starlink? I don't know. I kind of just like using 5G. This internet's way faster than 5G. Like, one of the reasons I've done so many mega long videos is I'm just saying what I want to say before I have to upload over a 5G network. which if I wanted to do a video this long would be like 8 hours. On this internet, it'd be like 40 minutes tops. So, yeah. I don't know why you don't have a satellite launcher that's like a railgun, a subterranean super gun that shoots satellites. That would work. Maybe a small bit of the back component is a rocket. So some people have talked about using a sling. You get a rotating arm to go really really fast and throw it. I like the orbital lift. The orbital lift is this idea that you swing a rope around the outside of the planet that's twice the length of the planet. So you put a weight out in space past the fall zone. At the point you're in geosynchronous orbit, it has to be about 2 times the planet's length so that you'll fly away into space. And which is small. It's a small rope compared to the ropes you have made. Like the undersea cables are many, many times bigger than that. So you can have a rope to space, swinging a weight around. And then, I mean, like, how would you anchor that? That's a whole brand new area that you would have to, like, it would have to be a deep, deep, deep anchor to not pull out. But you could do it. Would it slow the rotation of the planet? I think mass wise, very, very little, less than a percentage. And if you do it on both sides, you'll have some balance and you could collapse them. And when you collapse them, you'll regain the lost momentum. The Earth will speed up slightly. So yeah. I think the best course of action for humans is develop objects and energy from nowhere and then to live in a spaceship in space. I think that's probably your best destiny too. Obviously, they have ring worlds where a component of the ship is rotating to simulate gravity, which might be fun. So, I think it's like, would you want the total piece of just floating? Maybe that's like maybe all those flying dreams are actually dreams of being in space, right? You're not bound by the planet. Is there reincarnation or is the creator hardcore like that? It's like there's going to be infinite beings and they all only live once. That's crazy. That's a freaking hardcore hand. Yep. So yeah, that's my vlog. Didn't do what I wanted with the vehicle, but it's better this way. It's like I lost a shelf and I gained all this magnetic surface, but that glue, man, I can't stick things on that glue. That glue will not come off. I can't chisel it off. My option is to like glue metal plates over it, make metal plates and glue them up there. So yeah, or just leave it open. Who knows? Maybe that exact area will be, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's actually the better idea. Get the neodymium magnets with hooks around the outside and then get a cargo net for just over that bullshit so I can put stuff just right there. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching my vlog.